Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Today is Monday. It is the 8th, the day of the eclipse. I forgot to put the caps back on those two. So I figured I would come in here because the wind is blowing pretty good, and you probably would not hear me too well with the wind. So I got the second tank finished, and actually the second tank actually took more than 4. I don't know why. So probably like 4.5 cans. And then I started on the last one here, or the third one. And 2 of the cans that I had, the thing was off. So I'm gonna have to take them back to the store, change them out, get a credit for them, and do that and get more spray paint. So, but just trying to slowly work on getting these tank squared away. It's a pain. It is hard on the finger. I will tell you that right now. When you're doing that, it's not easy on the hand. But so yeah, so that's where we're at with that. So that's going there. All right, I wanted to get into this video, folks, and I wanted to no, stay here. I wanted to talk about this. I saw a video recently, and it was talking about 10 worst states to be in an S.H.T.F situation, right? And West Virginia was number 10. And I was like, I got to see what they say on this. What is their reasoning? Why is West Virginia one of the 10 worst? And basically, the focus on the video for West Virginia was the economic recovery and how difficult it would be, and jobs and all that type of stuff. That doesn't make it a bad spot to be in an S.H.T.F situation at all. So here, I wanted to talk about, what are you looking for? Where do you want to be in an S.H.T.F situation? All right. And, everybody's criteria is different. Everybody's looking for something different. But we're going to talk about a couple of things that I believe are super, super important if you're looking to be in, having a bug out location. What are you looking for? Where do you want to be? And all those type of things. Well, to me, one of the most important things is you want to be in an area that is sparsely populated. So why is that? Why do you want to be in an area where it doesn't have a whole lot of people? Number one, less people fighting over resources. If you have a lot of people with a minimal amount of resources available, you're going to have a lot of people fighting over those resources. But if you have very few people and a lot of resources available because of the fact that there's not a whole lot of people, you're going to have less likely of a situation where you're going to have conflict and there's going to be problems because of there's going to be plenty of resources for everybody. So that's a huge one right there. For me, it is. The population was really important. Again, so this is, and a lot of these are the reasons that I picked West Virginia, okay? A lot of the reasons that I picked West Virginia. Water sources, that would be right up at the top of your list as well. If not one of the most important things, you got to be able to have access to water. So, with getting this property, I knew there was 2 springs on the property. Since then we've put the well in, and now we're also working on rain catchment. So, making sure you have plenty of water is going to be very, very important, because it's not like you're going to be able to go out and get any. So you're going to have to rely on the sources of water that you have to you. I also have 2 creeks that run on both sides of my property. So, and obviously those are more seasonal, and when it's raining, and, they're going to be running faster and harder and stuff like that. So, with a ram pump if we needed to. But generally, if those are running hot and running great, then our other water sources are in good shape. So especially once we get, the rain catchment all set up. So if those creeks are running hard, it means that we've had a lot of rain, and most likely our tanks would be full at that point. So that's an important aspect of it as well. So you got, so the other thing that you want to think about is game. with plenty of woods out here, sparsely populated, not a lot of people. Now, eventually, the game would get used up pretty quickly, depending on how prepared people were, out in these areas. There would be, people would be taking game. But when you are in a densely populated area, whatever deer that you see, like in the parks and all that type of stuff, they'll be gone in a heartbeat. You're not going to see any in a very short order, that way as well. So the other thing that I think people need to think about is the people around you, your neighbors. What are they of a more self-sufficient mindset? And that's one of the things out here where I'm at. The people out here are pretty hardy. They're pretty self-sufficient. They're pretty independent, and they want to just take care of their business and they want to be left alone. And so I think that that's an awesome thing, in my opinion. And so, but that's a benefit to you as well, because they're less likely coming or looking to come and take what you have, or trying to take what you have when that time comes. So that's important as well. Looking at that situation and going, okay, what do we got? They can take care of themselves. They're not looking to come to cause problems and stuff like that. Really important, being, like I said, having access to open area, to garden. That's going to be important. You're going to need to have areas that you can put in large gardens, because gardening is going to be one of those things that you're going to really need to be taken care of in that situation. So if you have areas that are open where you can do a lot of gardening and not have to really worry, are people going to come and try to steal from my garden and take what I have? Those are things that you need to think about as well. For me, one of the important things was having the high ground, elevation. The higher up you are, it's going to be more difficult for people to come up to you. So it gives you a tactical advantage in those situations. People are going to take the path of least resistance. So if you have marauders, or if you have people that are just aimlessly wandering, they're not climbing up that hill. They're going to avoid those hills if they can, because it's going to be too difficult. It's going to be too hard. So the owning the high ground is really, to me, was one of the top things that I was looking for as well. Was being able to have the high ground, so that I can go, okay, nobody can have that tactical advantage over me by being higher. So that's a huge thing for me. It was anyway. And like I said, the difficulty of, the isolation is a good thing in my opinion as well. The more isolated you are, the better off you're going to be when it comes to trying to do whatever you need to do. If people can't get to you, they can't hurt you. And so, that was real important to me as well. So anyway, a couple of thoughts. I would like to hear what your thoughts are on this. What is your criteria when it comes to a bug out location, or where you want to be in a true S.H.T.F situation? Where do you want to be? What are you going to do to put yourself in that situation? And what is the criteria you're looking at? I think it's important there. And of course, obviously, surrounding yourself with like-minded people, I think, is hugely important as well. Oh, hell, stop. Come on. Oh, blah. Never mind. Anyway, guys, I am going to jump off of here for now. Remember, we truly are all in this together. We are one race called the human race. As soon as we figure that one out, we're going to be in much, much better shape. Also remember to hug and kiss the ones that you love. Tell them every single day. Tomorrow is not guaranteed. We never know what's going to happen in life. So it's really important that we tell the people that we care about every day how we feel. Last but not least, STD, step, thing, and day. One step at a time, one thing at a time, and one day at a time. Whatever you're trying to accomplish, whatever you're trying to do, the only one stopping you from reaching your goals is going to be you. Set realistic goals, and then set about to making them happen. That's important. All right, guys, I am going to jump off, and I will see you all later. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.